Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I'm sharing with you palette number 3 from the new Revolution Reloaded collection. This one is Deep Dive. It's cruelty free. Some of the products are cruelty free and vegan, but as you can see this one is cruelty free. But let's get on to the actual pans. If you love your blues, your turquoises, your greens, you're going to love this. And this is only £4. I know, unbelievable. You can pick this one up from either revolutionbeauty.com. If it's available at superdrug.com as well, I will have both links down below. And I purchased mine from revolutionbeauty.com when they launched. I'm really mesmerised by that shade there in the middle, and I cannot wait to swatch this and create a look. I'm really getting into greens in a big way. I'm also loving this beautiful like powder blue there. Not quite sure again what I'm going to do today, whether I'm going to be, you know, I don't know. Am I going to try and match my look with the earrings? Not sure, but I've definitely got some blues, greens, turquoises that I definitely want to try. Not only that, you've got some silver here for good measure. You've got navy. I mean, and you've even got a neutral shimmer there. You've got it all basically. Okay, and you've got a gold. There's so much within this palette. Okay, let's get on to the swatches. So I'll do 5 at a time as always. Perhaps that will inspire me to, I don't know. Let's see. Wow. That is a beautiful swatch. You do get a mix of shimmers and mattes in here, but it does look like there's more shimmers than mattes, but we'll see. Ooh. Love that. This I thought was a deep grey. Well, I'll show you in a moment. Little bit powdery as the other two were. Okay, but they worked beautifully on the eye, and I'll actually give you an update regarding the eye look for yesterday. So this is your first 5. So you've got that beautiful, it's like a turquoise green, isn't it? Or I suppose it's an aqua green. That's your first shimmer. Your second shimmer is that golden bronze shade. Your first matte is that, like, it looked powder blue, but actually swatching it, it's more like a teal blue. You've got this one. Now, I thought this was like a slate grey, nearly black, but actually looking at it, you can see that it's got some blue in it as well. And then the last one is that indigo colour. Didn't swatch terribly well, but I've realised with these swatches, you know, it is just for colour reference, because most of the time the shades that actually don't swatch well do work well on the eye. Also, my look that I created yesterday, and both videos, you know, palettes 1 and 2 will be linked down below for you. The look that I created yesterday from the Hypnotic palette, oh my goodness, I was blown away by that. I actually thought that the look was going to be a little bit messy. I put a few colours on my eye, and initially it looked a little bit muddy, but actually it worked out beautifully. And also what I really wanted to tell you was that I was so surprised by the longevity of those shades. And the shimmer that I put on my lid yesterday was not a very intense shimmer. It's a shimmer that I'm going to be using as a lid topper. And the eye look actually lasted all day until about 11 o'clock last night. There was no smudging, no moving, no wearing on the lid, which is what I usually get. Yeah, I'm just going to swatch that again. I'm going into a difficult area on my elbow, and I've lost the flow. Okay, next 5. So we've got this one, which is like a midnight blue navy kind of matte. You've got this one here, which is also matte. You've got this beautiful, that's that mesmerising shade from the centre of the palette. That's that one, and it's a shimmer. You've then got this neutral shade, that's a shimmer, and then you've got this shimmer. Now initially I thought it was the area that I was putting it on, but it's not swatching terribly well for a shimmer, and that's like a navy midnight blue as well. But obviously it all depends on how they work on the eye. So we've got the next 5 now. Ooh, that's different. Love that. And this is the thing, when I swatch, I tend to have a look in my mind what I'm going to do. But obviously it's always subject to change, because when you swatch, you then really get the beauty of these shades. Oh, absolutely love that. Okay, last one. Oh, beautiful. Okay, now this one looked like a silver, and again and I like that it's not icy, it's silver, but it's a silver blue. Really like that. The next one is a matte, and it's like a racing green, racing car green, I would call that. The next one is this one. Again, it's like a matte, but it's got a sheen to it, so it's not like this one, In Your Face shimmer, but there is a little bit of a sheen to that one. The next one is that icy green, absolutely beautiful. And then the last one, it looks black, but it's actually very, very deep navy. So there are all your rows. So row 3, row 2 from there, and then row 1. Okay, so that's everything swatched. Let me just wipe those shades off, and I've got it all over my trousers. Okay, now they do kick up a little bit, but I've said this before, do not let that put you off. These are amazing on the eyes. They last, as I've just mentioned. They are just beautiful, and for £4 you cannot beat them. Just going to pop my hair back. Now, what am I going to go for? Oh, it's difficult. I think I'm going to start off with this blue shade here. I didn't know whether I was going to go green or blue, but I think I'm going to go blue, that one there. So I'm getting my brush, as always, it's the Eye Contour brush from Primark. So I'm going to go into that shade. Again, like I said, when you put the brush in, they are dusty. Just going to tap off the excess there. I have already primed my eyes, as I always do. Let's see how this works. Now I do find it, well, not in, but from a lot of other palettes, that when you put blue on the eye, it becomes quite patchy. So far this is okay. I'm going in with a 251 Eye Increase Contour brush, and I'm just going to blend those edges. Now, because I'm not working with, if I use a colour that matches my skin tone, like a neutral, something like that, I find it a lot easier to blend into the skin. But because we're using blue, I find that brighter shades are not as forgiving. So there we have that one on. Going to then apply it onto the other side, and then I'll think about what I want to do. Now I must admit that in the pan it looks much more of a powder blue, but on the eye and swatched it looks much more of like a, I don't know, a teal peacocky kind of blue, that kind of thing. Again, I'm gonna blend. It's a little bit deeper on the other side. I'm going to just blend that out with a fluffy brush. I wish there was a cream matte. I'm just going in with the brush that I used for my concealer. I've gone a little bit too high with it, and I've just brought this palette in. So So, and I found that it's, again, I'm having the same issue that I had with yesterday's palette. There's no transitional shades, it's just sort of, you know, you're straight in with that lid colour, I suppose, but that's cleaned that up nicely. Okay, what I'm going to do now is go under the eye with that shade, like that. That is so pigmented, I cannot believe it. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I want to deepen it up, and I'm going to go, or do I want another colour like I did yesterday? No, I think I'm going to go, because what I would ordinarily do is transitional shade, then crease shade, and then, or upper crease shade, and then mid crease shade, you know, for definition. But we've just gone straight into the crease shade again. So I'm going into this one here for depth. Might even have to deepen that up a little bit more. That actually is not as deep as I would like. So again on this side. And then I'm going into this one here, which was that navy that looked nearly black, but actually it's got some blue to it. Wow, really love these colours. More. This is bright, this is bold, this is in your face. So if you love your blues, oh, I really love this because it's like, it is a blue but it's a teal, and I really like that the three colours that I've chosen really work together to give you, because I do like certain colours, but I always use colour as a pop, if you know what I mean, like a neutral then with a pop. With this, you can't put a neutral, or you know, if you're just using this palette, you can't use a neutral because you don't have neutrals. But if I go into colour, I like it when it's all one colour, you know, or one colour story, if you know what I mean. I'm not big on rainbow looks, I've mentioned it before. I just don't like that kind of look for me. Obviously, you know, I'm doing a kind of look that I would wear using this palette, but I really, really love that. I found, let me just get I've brushed it a little bit here, and I found that some of the blue has transferred here. But obviously, it's just a case of patting that away with the foundation brush that I've used today. Okay, so that is the matte look. Now I want to go into the shimmers, and I really want to use this one and this one here. Okay, so I'm going in with the deepest first, which is the very first shade that I swatched on the first row. Love that, very intense. That's gorgeous. Love, love, love that. Now I'm going to, have I got my brush? Oh, I brought in the wrong brush. I'm going to have to go in with my finger again because I've only brought in a certain amount. Oh, that is beautiful. Love that. I'm going to get my brush, which which I hope is going to work. Now on the inner corner, I'm not going to go in with a blue or a green or anything like that. I want it to be, because I've gone so bright on the actual eye, I want it to be quite neutral, so I'm going to go in with that. I hope this brush works. Rather than the pointed brush, I brought in the rounded one, but I think it will. So let's see. Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit, perhaps, no, actually it's working very well. I thought it was going to cover a larger area, but that is great. Yeah. There we go. So I'll just give you a close-up of the actual eye look so far. I'm still feeling that the blue has gone a little bit far. With my concealer brush, I'm just keep cleaning this up. That's better. Yeah, it's neatened that up. Because it's such a bright colour, it's given me a little bit of, not fallout as such, but it's just, I suppose, just gone over the area that I want. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of liner now. So there's the liner. Of course, a little bit of mascara. Of course, the Mascara Revolution. The liner is the new HD Smoky Waterproof Gel Liner. I'll mention it again. This one was out of stock the last time I looked. If you would like this, it's a very long wearing eyeliner, works perfectly for me. Like I say, it's out of stock at the moment, but do sign up for email notifications of when that stock comes back. And also, you did like the fact that I put mascara on the bottom lash yesterday, so I'll do that again today. Sorry, it just takes a few moments just to make sure I've got all the lashes coated. And there we have the look. I'll just give you a close-up before I take my hair out. I must admit, I really, really love that. Like I say, I'm not a big fan of blue. I'm getting into green now. I'm getting more into colour, but I just don't like those rainbow looks on me. I do on other people. I absolutely love what other people come up with, but on me personally, this is what I like to wear. It's sort of like a one colour, but obviously in different, I suppose, a monochrome. Do they call it that? I hope I've got that right. That kind of look. So we've got a teal-eyed look with a little bit of, I don't know, aqua? I don't know. It's teal, isn't it? It's beautiful. I really, really love it. So let me take out my hair and show you what it looks like as a whole. Yeah, I'll put it behind the ear now. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the earrings. Probably could have done with, I don't know, but I think it works. I think it looks absolutely beautiful, and I would definitely be keeping this for my daily look. And I'll be letting you know tomorrow perhaps how this one fared. I'm mesmerised by my eyes again. That lid shade, wow. And I really like that neutral inner corner. It really does. In fact, it's sort of mixed a little bit with the lid shade, and it really does look beautiful. Love, love, love it. So yes, I'm really getting into these greens and blues. Of course, I would love to know your thoughts on the palette. I know a lot of you were waiting for this one because you were all so intrigued as to how this one would look swatched and look on the eye. So I'd really, really love your thoughts on the palette, and of course, what do you think to the eye look? Love, love, love your thoughts on that as always. And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. But as always, until tomorrow, when I think it's called, is it Red Alert, the red one, red version? I don't have it here, so I'm just going from memory. So it's the red version anyway. I'll be sharing that tomorrow with you. I would love to know if you would love to see that as well. Obviously I will be doing it anyway. But yeah, until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.